The problem what we have with the back of the house is with the floor levels, which is the main thing, that they're higher than the specified 2 courses of brickwork, which building regs say. They've re-rendered the property here. They've used metal beading. This is about a year old. They've not even got round to painting it yet, and it started to rust. So anything that's rust is going to corrode again and fall off. So all this work becomes unnecessary. Rain splash goes up a minimum of 150 mil. And this is bouncing over the damp course. You can actually see watermarks where it's wet, so it's actually past the actual damp membrane what we have, and it's making the walls inside wet. These are solid walls, there's no cavity on these, so if the outside's wet, the inside's going to be wet. What we do at Damp Fixer, we'll dig down a channel. What you find once a wall is exposed, this course at ground level is where the majority of the damp is coming in. That's the actual damp course there. As you can see, it's slate. Slate's a very good damp protector. As this has been there, it's come up to there, so any moisture has passed over the damp course because the flags have been at that level. See there? This was removed this morning. As you can see, it started to dry out now. This was like that and it's drying out now. So all we're going to do is just lower this here, and we're going to put some pebbles in there, round pebbles, so airflow can get into it and dry the building out, and plus it's going to reduce the rain from going into there. We don't want to disturb too much or getting too involved in the patio, but we will take all this soil and mortar off the walls, put pebbles in, we'll put a grate on top of it, and we'll put a nice finish along here so it looks like a modern drain. As you can see, a lot of this, when it gets damp in the winter, it turns to ice, and the ice actually comes off the wall and it causes spalling in the actual render. See all these little blobs here? This will just worsen over the years, but it won't now because we stopped here. We do leave a little access into the drain for any drain off. This isn't for the passage of water, it's for drying out. Some people say, oh, Acon drains are the best. No, they're not, because it doesn't allow the air to circulate. You need to dig down and get that depth of 2 courses below the damp course here. As you can see, some of these, I can get my hand inside the building. So these companies that have been along and injected it, they haven't explained what the actual course is. It looks quite obvious to me. As you can see, everything's perished around here. I can take it out with my finger. So imagine if this was full of water, it'd just be letting water straight into the building. So, and it's a solid wall. It's gone above the damp course, so the inside is going to be wet. That's going to rot your decoration, your plaster. It's going to give damp in your house. It's going to make your house smell. It's going to make your house harder to heat. And it's just the unpleasantness of damp.